2 minutes.
Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the thing I did last time where, like, just once the credits roll, I'm just going to be playing as I come on.
Okay.
Also, you know, just to say it again, thanks for all you do. I really, really appreciate everything you do. I don't really know any show it over just to say it all the right time. I lost my phone. I was gonna share everything. There it is. Which I've got time after the intro starts. Okay. Sorry, I get anxious. So, you can share with some groups, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna run the title sheet.
I'm gonna share it to everything dulcimer real quick. welcome and good evening. This is live from the Spring Street Music Room, and I'm your host, Roxanne-McDaniel. I'm also going to be your entertainer for the night. This is a redo of the show we tried to do a few weeks back, Evening with the Mountain Dulcimer, that we had to delay due to technical difficulties, but we're here with you now. If you're in the stream, leave us a comment below, say hello. We love to hear from you. Also, let us know how the sound and video is. Your feedback really helps us improve these streams, and we appreciate it so much. So that first tune I was playing doesn't have a name. It's just, honestly, it's something I just made up on the spot. But this next one does. This is a song I wrote a few years back all about leaving home and trying to start a life elsewhere. It's called A Highway Headed East. I was born into a town that wouldn't have me. I wore a black mark upon my name. I had more than my fair share of grief and worry. And everywhere I turned, more of the same. From the time that I could walk, I was in trouble. A loner and a stranger on my own. But I left home the very moment I was able. I loaded up my things and I was gone. And on a highway headed east, I found my soul. On a highway headed east, I'm bound to run. Don't blame me, no, never mind now, unless you want to know what I found out on a highway headed east. Thank you so much. That's our sound guy, Mike Davella, running everything behind the scenes. He's also my one-man audience. But then I've got all you guys out there at home. And if you leave me a message, I promise I'll read them after the show. As you know, we provide these shows free of charge. You all can tune in. But if you ever feel inclined to leave a donation or a tip, we've got information for that. It'll either be at the top of your screen or the bottom of your screen. Bottom of the screen, the sound guy says. You can leave a tip for your performer, little old me, or you can leave a donation for the music room and help us pay to keep the heat going. So, all that being said, I'm going to play a tune. This is an original tune as well. You know, I've always liked old-time fiddle tunes and thought I'd try my hand at writing something in that style. So I've got this little dulcimer tune called Sister's New Shoes. Tune called Sister's New Shoes. Don't know where the title came from. It just sort of popped into my head one day whenever I was making that up. You know, I love a new pair of shoes. Let's see. This next tune is also a fiddle tune type thing, but this is one that somebody else came up with. I've not played this one in a minute, and you know, at Spring Street we have this thing called the Art of the Disclaimer, where we apologize in advance for any mishaps that might happen. I'd like to thank Dawn Berger for introducing me to that concept. So hopefully I'll play this one right. It's a fiddle tune called Bentons Dream. you, Mike. You know what? I actually remembered how to play that one once I got going. That's always good. So this next song is one that I wrote a few years ago. Excuse me. Got a little bit of a dry throat this evening. I wrote this song a few years ago whenever I was attending East Tennessee State University. It's about something that a lot of people in the Appalachian region have some experience with, or know someone who's had some experience with, and that's coal mining. But this song particularly deals with mountaintop removal coal mining. It can certainly create a lot of issues for people who live near these mines and also for people to work them. So I wrote this song for all those people. This is called Valley Feel. Song called Valley Feel. You know, I mentioned Don Berger a moment ago whenever I was talking about the art of the disclaimer, which he has perfected, by the way. And the reason I mention him again is because this next tune is one that I made up, and it's one that he seems to particularly enjoy. So, the disclaimer is, I might not play it right because I've not played it in a good minute, and I just wanted to say, Don, if you're watching, I'd like to dedicate this to you. This is called Sweet Peace. little tune called Sweet Peace. You know, I ended up not having to use that disclaimer. So I guess what I'm going to introduce here at the Spring Street Music Room is that if you make a disclaimer and you don't end up needing it, you can put that right back in your pocket and use that on the next one. We'll call that the Spring Street Disclaimer Savings Program. Open your account today. So I don't really use a noter all that much. I just never really got used to it. But there's one tune that I like to play, and I do something a little different. I play the A part with the noter, and then I play the B part with my fingers. It can be a little tricky sometimes switching back and forth, but I really like the sound. There are some things that you just get a nice zinging sound with the noter. The more hawk-eyed of you may notice that this is not a noter, this is an ink pen. Well, I apparently left home without my ink pen, or my noter today, but I've definitely got the ink pen. So this is a tune called Johnny, Don't Get Drunk Tonight. Any Johnnies watching tonight, I'm really sorry to spoil your evening that way, but here we go. So that's a bit of Johnny Don't Get Drunk Tonight, played with my weird little noter finger hybrid style. Just something different to try. You know, sometimes you want to get a little different sound for something. Let's see, what's our next one? Okay. I usually play this one with a friend of mine, Helena. I don't know if she's watching tonight, but if she is, hey, and I hope you're enjoying the show. These are two tunes that we play together. I like to put them together as a bit of a set. It's two old-time tunes. One is called Spotted Pony. The second one is called Twin Sisters. And I think once I play them, you'll see they really do sort of fit together quite nicely. So here we go. I guess that's a good time to whip out that disclaimer that I saved earlier. When I messed up on Spotted Pony, that's when I knew it was time to change tunes. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you're just tuning in, I'm Roxanne-McDaniel, and I'm your host / performer tonight. Mike DeVella's doing sound. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope y'all are enjoying the show. If you would feel inclined to leave a tip or a donation, we've got that information down below. I know that now. I usually say it's either up there or down below, but Mike has assured me that it's down there. So if you want to leave a tip or a donation for either me or the music room, we'd appreciate that. There's all that information on your screen. So moving on. Oh, it's time for me to get out the finger picks. I think every dulcimer player who's tuning in tonight is going to know this tune really well. This is the first tune that most people learn whenever they pick up the dulcimer. I often joke and tell people that it's like the smoke on the water of the dulcimer world, because it's like the first thing you ever learn, and it's, of course, Boil Them Cabbage Down. I'm not the biggest fan of the tune, but I found there's a really nice little way to play it fingerstyle with finger picks, and I've also added a B part to it just to give it a little bit of variation. So I hope you enjoy this. This is This is Boil Them Cabbage Down Reloaded with finger picks. I hope you enjoy. Boil Them Cabbage Down finger style. I have to say that's actually the only tune that I really have down pat on the finger picks just now. Probably shouldn't tell on myself like that. Disclaimer time. Okay, so speaking of disclaimers, this song is one that I usually play on the guitar. I wrote it a few years ago whenever I was living in Virginia with a good friend of mine named Susan. I hope she's watching. If not, she can watch this later. And oh, she does. This is a song called Crying Shame. And I'm going to try not to forget the chords to it. Yeah, okay. I remember now because whenever I play just the chords, it kind of sounds like I'm playing that disco song, Rasputin. Okay, this is Crying Shame. I'm gonna go down, walk on down, put my bones back in the ground, sit up strung out waiting for you. If you wish me well, go to hell. Nothing more that I can tell since I cut myself on the truth. It's such a hard life that hard life that you live. When you're getting what you give, you better hope and pray that God above forgives you. Or you can blame somebody else for everything you do yourself. You know that you're the only fool who will believe you. And it's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. Yeah, it's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. Said it's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. Yes, it's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. Well, it's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. It's a crying shame, and you'll regret it one day. I hope it's not too late. Looking at my set list, I now realize that I was a bit optimistic when I wrote it out. Because I meant to play this piece 15 minutes ago. So you can see how my time management is. I wanted to do something a little different, so I pieced together some musical motifs from different sources that I liked. There's a bit of, in this next thing I'm going to play, it's really a solo. It's got bits and pieces of a royal fanfare. It's got a little touch of Over the Rainbow. There's even some Eruption by Van Halen towards the end. Rest in peace to Eddie Van Halen. He was a tremendous guitar player and a huge influence on my life. So I'm just going to play this little mismatch of things on the old dulcimer, and I hope you enjoy. If I mess up, I'll just keep it a secret. couple of little hiccups in there, but that's my little dulcimer solo. I see we've got about 15-ish minutes left, so I think I'm just going to have to skip a couple of things. But one thing I'm not going to skip is this next tune. This is something that I worked up myself. It's a song that a lot of people know. It's a really famous song. I think it was in the late 60s when it was composed, late 60s, early 70s when it was composed for a film. The film was MASH, and it was later used in the TV series MASH, which is my all-time favorite TV series. It's a tune called Suicide is Painless, and I've got my little arrangement that I worked out for dulcimer. It's one of my favorite tunes to play, and here we go. Suicide is Painless. I actually started rewatching that show again for about the 15th time last night. Let's see what's next. I think I'm going to have to cut a couple of things. So I'm going to move on to another one of my favorite old-time tunes. This is one that's based off of an earlier English tune, but here in America it's known as Shady Grove, and this is my little arrangement of that. old Shady Grove. So it's getting down to about time to say goodbye. I've got a couple more in me, I believe. Yep, and I've got one that Dawn would be so unhappy if I forgot to play. So I've got 2 more in me. Also, I hope you're enjoying the show. You know, we do these shows for free, but if you feel so inclined, you can leave a tip or a donation at the link below. A couple of links are if you want to leave a tip for me, or if you want to leave a donation for the music room and help us just keep things running, like the lights and the heat and other important things. So I've got a cardboard dulcimer, but I don't have it here with me tonight. It's on loan to one of my students. And this next tune I composed on the cardboard dulcimer, and that's the reason that it has the name that it has. This piece is called the Cardboard Lullaby. Tune called the Cardboard Lullaby. So I've had to cut out a few tunes. There were a couple of things that I kind of wanted to play, but now that we're getting down in the evening, I'm kind of glad that I got to play some other ones in their place. Excuse me. So this last song I'm going to do is an original that I wrote. One thing I don't really do really well is write love songs. And this one is a love song in a way, but it's a love song to the radio. Whenever I was a kid, I used to love growing up. I used to love listening to the radio growing up, especially the classic rock stations, and listening to all these, bands from the 60s and 70s. That was always a big part of my childhood, and I still am very much rooted in that era of music. So I wanted to write a song that's sort of an ode to that classic rock radio, and this is called A Song at a Time. And I find that life's a whole lot easier when you take it a song at a time. I'm gonna use my final disclaimer of the evening and say this is another one that I don't typically play on dulcimer, so it may be a little bit odd in some places, but I hope that you'll bear with me. Second-hand guitar, and I dreamt all night and day that I would be a star. Well, some dreams die and some dreams last, and some dreams get you nowhere fast, and some dreams only come around to break your heart. But I know that I'll be only free my mind, a song at a time, a song at a time, a song at a time, a song at a time. I've been up all night reminiscing with my radio, taking myself back to the glory days of rock and roll. Well, it's still here and it's still free, but it ain't like it used to be. I know because my daddy told me so, but I know I'll be fine if you only free my mind, a song at a time, 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 yeah, a song at a time, a song at a time. So that's it for us this evening. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. We're going to be off next weekend. There's no show for next Saturday, but we will be back on the 8th of May with Big Sun. If you don't know them, they're really, really great. Follow our Facebook page and we'll share some videos and some music so you can have a listen to them. It's going to be a real treat. We look forward to having them. Look forward to having you all. Your continued support makes this all possible, and we appreciate you greatly. Thanks to each and every one of you. So from me, Mike, all of us at the Spring Street Music Room, we say goodbye and good night.